It's that time of year when I appreciate those rare sunny days so much that I have to make the most of them and eat things that feel fresher and a bit more summery. So here are two refreshing feel good salads I've been obsessed with lately, perfect for winter days just as much as summer. Let's start with the first salad, crispy rice and tofu on a Thai style, super tangy and juicy salad base. I grate the tofu on a box grater so it can bake together with the rice. You can skip the tofu if you want and just add more rice. I want umami and a little heat, so I add gochujang and miso paste. Then coconut aminos and olive oil. I mix everything really well until it's as evenly coated as possible. I spread it out on a baking tray, pressing it down but making sure the edges aren't too thin so they don't burn. Just pull the edges in slightly so they're thicker and everything bakes evenly. I bake it in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 20 to 30 minutes. You can also use an air fryer if you have enough space. Just be careful, it burns faster. It's really important to stir the mixture after about 8 minutes and then every 5 minutes or so while keeping the edges from thinning out. About 10 minutes before it's done, you can add edamame to the rice tofu mixture. While it bakes, I slice a cucumber lengthwise twice and then cut it into medium pieces. I put it into the same bowl I used to mix the ingredients before baking. And about 5 minutes before the end, I also add halved peanuts for extra crunch and flavor. And for me, mango is non-negotiable in this salad. I aimed for a firmer mango, but ended up loving that it was really soft, super juicy, and its juices added so much to the salad. I love when things don't go as planned in the kitchen because it's a chance to taste something different and not expected. Then avocado diced into small cubes. The herbs matter a lot here too. I like adding mint for freshness and parsley and cilantro, or just one of them. I prefer chopping them not too finely. For chili, I taste it first to know how much to add. I usually add 2/3 of one chili. After about 20 minutes, I take the baked mixture out of the oven. You can see the edges didn't burn and darkened nicely like the rest. Now let's move on to the dressing. Lime works so well here, but if you don't have enough, like me, or don't have any, lemon definitely works. Sesame oil, optional, but really adds that good nutty flavor. Then maple syrup for balance. Low sodium soy sauce for saltiness. And water to thin it out. And the most important ingredient, peanut butter for creaminess, nuttiness, and really everything. I mix and shake it very well until fully combined. Taste and adjust if needed. Some salt and pepper will be perfect. I add the baked edamame, but I don't add the rest of the baked mixture yet. This is really important so the crispiness actually stays. I pour some of the dressing over, usually just part of it, and add more only if needed. By the way, this dressing is great for lots of other things. Leftovers can go into a stir fry, or if it's less diluted, it's amazing as a dip for dumplings or spring rolls and etc. This recipe and the second recipe in this video are both on my website dianavfood.com, and if there are other dishes you want me to make, feel free to request them in the comments. I always love hearing from you and trying new things. Oh, a little bit spicy and not too sour, but sour enough and not too sweet. I think it's so well balanced. Separate the rice or put it only on top. It stays so crispy throughout all the portion of the salad. Please try it. You won't regret it. Really, it deserves its place on your table. Worth the work and the time, because it takes time to prepare it. But it's so, like, I eat it like this now as a meal. It's enough for me. I see. We're in a warm day appreciation mode, but I'm all for using the seasonal ingredients too. And my favorites are pumpkin and kale, which bring us to one of my absolute favorite salads. I use Hokkaido pumpkin for all my pumpkin recipes because it's much lower FODMAP for the IBS folks out there. It's less convenient to work with and the peel is thick, but for me, it's worth it. I also freeze whatever I don't use, so it's always ready whenever I need it. I need 2 cups of roasted pumpkin cubes, so I cut a bit more since they shrink in the oven. I froze the extra, and a few days later, I cooked it and made pumpkin gnocchi with oat flour, which I filmed for the ebook I'm working on for my sensitive gut friends. And just anyone who wants to eat a bit healthier. I cut a pumpkin into bite-sized cubes, season with olive oil, salt, and pepper mix, spread out on a baking tray, and bake at 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes, stirring halfway until the edges brown slightly and the inside is soft. And I cool before adding to the salad. I also used canned white beans, which I rinse well before adding them to the salad. I bought 1 kilo of kale. I removed the stems, washed and dried it well, chopped it, stored it in a container in the fridge, and froze whatever didn't fit in the box. This way I don't get lazy and everything gets used. I throw frozen bits into soups or stews. I put the chopped kale in a bowl, add olive oil, lemon, and salad, and massage it for a few minutes, pressing to break down its structure so it becomes softer and easier to digest. You'll know it's ready when it looks wet and shrunk to about half its original size. On top of the kale, add the rest of the ingredients. I love quinoa in salads. It's such a great addition for texture, gut friendliness, and overall health. Then I add the rinsed beans and the roasted pumpkin cubes. I love the sweet, tart, fruity element in salads, so here I add pomegranate seeds. You need something crunchy and nutty, so I add my favorite halved pecans. And also pumpkin seeds for extra crunch because pumpkin and its seeds go hand in hand. I accidentally bought 2 bags of almond flour instead of one, so now I throw almond flour into everything, and honestly, it's great. A happy accident. I decided to add chopped mint here too for extra depth and greens. Now for the dressing, my go-to dressing is lemon juice, olive oil, tahini for creaminess, bitterness, and amazing nuttiness. Smooth Dijon mustard. No leafy salad is complete without it. Salt and, of course, nutritional yeast. Mix well, taste, and adjust as needed. I also decided to take advantage of what I had in the kitchen and add pomegranate molasses. Great if you have it, about 1 to 2 teaspoons. The beauty of this salad, besides how impressive it is when served, is that it's perfect for meal prep. Even with the dressing on it, keeps really well and stays tasty. You can also sprinkle almond flour on top or homemade nut parmesan for my website. I'll link it below too. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the recipes and give them a try. If you do, let me know. It would make me so happy. Thanks again. And I'll see you in the next video. I'm planning super quick recipes for you, so see you soon.